Hi guys, welcome back to my rabbit hole of K-pop. I am Atomic Rabbit. Red seems to be a good color since I can't do anything black, so I thought red would look good for Halloween videos. I really love Halloween and I promise next year I will do a whole dress up and watch my videos in a costume, but I won't be able to manage that for today. I am so excruciatingly tired that I'll just go with a ghost version of myself. This is the most awake I can get, and I really wouldn't be sitting down for this, except that these are videos and groups that I always share with you. So I hope you forgive my ghostly appearance today, but I also just want to watch this. It's gonna be either nothing at all or this, so I hope you can accept this. I also included the Dreamers video. I haven't watched it yet, so it's gonna be half Japanese, half Halloween. Let's go. What's happening? Super cute. Can I just, before we hop into this, because of course it was unavoidable to see pictures and motion pictures, clips, I'm sorry, tired words don't mix well. We all know that ATEEZ is super widely ranged and that they all can rap and all can sing and they're incredible performers. We know that, but there are some things that we don't talk about enough. I don't know if you can hear this, but it's raining really hard. It's louder than the music hidden here. Some things that aren't talked about enough, and I just want to shine a little light on two of the members. Yeosang's vocals are so soft and sweet to the ear. I love hearing his voice. It's very distinguishable, Yeosang, and he has such great control, and we don't hear him a lot, but when we hear him, he delivers. And on stage, when he is there, he just holds your eyes and your attention, and he is there. He delivers and he's there. Even if the camera is not completely on him, but in a widely, I will always look at him. His part is his. It's short, but it's his. He puts everything he can into that. And then when it moves on to other parts and to other members, he still is there and he still performs. And I love that. In every song and every performance, for me, there's always that part when I hear songs that I can see Yeosang's performance go with it, like Fireworks or Horizon. I will always see his eyes and his face and that voice that goes with it. And the other person is Songhwa. And now I know it sounds weird, we don't talk enough about Songhwa. We actually don't talk enough about Songhwa when it comes to his talent and what he can do. And I think in this particular song and performance, I'm a little bit sad that he's not the one who raps also the second part, but I knew that was going to be Mingi's part, and I'm glad that Mingi is part of that song, even though he's not on the studio version. Because Songhwa has a really unique rapping voice, and I really love his rapping voice as well. He's, for my ears, one of the top rappers, because he has that deep sound to it. But that is exactly what makes his part in this song so incredible, because he starts off with that rap, which is that full, deep sound in his tone, with his pronunciation. Songhwa has a very unique way of pronouncing his words. If you listen to it carefully in the songs, you can hear it Songhwa not because of his vocal tone, but because of the way he pronounces his words. If this makes any kind of sense when he speaks, so when he just speaks normally, not when he sings, but when he speaks, it's like his lips do the movement, but when he sings, it's like his tongue is added to it. It has a special function in the way of pronouncing his words. I know this sounds weird, but when you really listen to it, it sounds more rounded. It's still very clear, but he has that very particular way of pronouncing his words. Okay, I'm diverging. It's probably because I'm so tired that I just keep talking. But these are things that I just want to say because we don't say them enough. I don't see it enough. And sometimes it infuriates me that all we can talk about is their visuals, specifically for those two, when there's so much more than this. So that rapping part, full, dark, deep rap pronunciation, he's there, he stands there, he's like this pillar of force and strength, but like a sculpted pillar in marble, you know, like majestic. And then he goes into singing mode, and the transition, it is the same person because that deep, full, rounded sound is still there, but it's so crystal clear and light. It's almost an angelic sound or a godly sound. I can't really find a metaphor to describe it. Songhwa's voice in the higher register. And I don't want to say crystal because crystal for me has that tingly sound to it, which I would attach to if stars would make a sound, it would sound like crystal. When you tick against it, that sound, it's very clear, but it's also pretty hard is not the right characteristic, but it's not a softer sound. And I also can't say a cloud because a cloud is kind of compact. Songhwa's voice isn't compact, it's much more elongated than that. Maybe a rainbow, because a rainbow has all these colors, so it's more perceptible, but it's almost painted in the sky, so it's not really compact. It stands out from the sky, but it still sort of floats in there. So it's different. Maybe that. Songhwa's voice sounds like a rainbow. Anyways, his range is exceptional. And his progress since before debut and now, if you listen to it, if you listen to the studio versions, I play Superstar, so I get to listen to these songs every day. And when I listen to them and I listen to the studio version of, for instance, Pirate King, compared to a live performance of Deja Vu that I've seen today, or Say My Name or Hala Hala, because I watched the Daegu concert today. Compare these two. He sounds better live now than he did on the studio version of Pirate King back then. It is ridiculously good. I think those are two things that Hyosang and Songa deserve more praise on from us as ATEEZ as well. And I can tell them because I can get into fan signs thanks to people who buy their way in or have fixed spots or whatever. And trust me, I'm very grateful for group order managers because I can get what I need from them. And at the same time, I also wish that wasn't a thing because there would be more variety in the faces that they would see. And there would be more opportunities for people like me who see this and think this and hear this and would like to share those things with the members of ATEEZ. That's a side note that I also needed to share. I think that the more tired I am, the less filtered my thoughts become. This was a honest piece of my mind. I'm going to be watching a vampire version of Deja Vu right now. I wasn't expecting a vampire version, and I am all the more excited that we got one. So, okay, here goes nothing. Wow. He's gonna dance with that cape. They are gonna dance with those capes. That was cropped, I had no idea. Oh my. That is too short. Did any of you ever watch the Lemonade visual album that Beyonce made? She had all these songs that she made clips for, and it was this whole story. It was like a movie. I can't remember it exactly, but it was such a masterpiece. It's similar to what SM does with the track videos, or some groups have visual previews for albums, because I suddenly remember that for Fever we had a similar thing. Like there were these short clips that came with the song previews. I want a visual album with Halloween performances by ATEEZ, and I would want that on DVD. I would absolutely pay money for that. The performance of this song that they delivered, it wasn't simply their facial expressions that were adapted to the clothes that they are wearing and the vibe of this song. It was also very much in the movements. Some movements look like they had been slowed down specifically for Yeosang, but it is just the way that they execute, or they change a little bit. Just a hand movement or all these small details you don't really catch with your eye, but somehow you still catch the result of it, combined with the way this was filmed. At the end when Wooyoung comes in and he sort of smacks San in the face, and how that was filmed, like he comes in and it's sort of filmed from below. But also Wooyoung's movement in that changed, and it made it so much more impactful where it already was pretty impactful. You think this is a video and they have costumes on and they perform this song in costumes. No, it's not that. With ATEEZ, it's not that. And it's not simply adding, they did a vampire version for this one, so it's not simply we're gonna add some bite marks. No, our whole performance is gonna sound, smell, feel, and look like it's a different one from what they've already gotten. And they did this for every single Halloween or any customized version that they did from any of their songs. And this is something where ATEEZ excels at their job. This is something that is uniquely ATEEZ, and I'm not saying this lightly. I've seen a few Halloween performances, I've seen a few groups do dance practices in costumes, and they added some things to it, and they did it very seriously, and they did it super good. But the way ATEEZ does it, ATEEZ makes it into a musical version almost. That is the closest I can come to an accurate description of what this just was. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go kill a fly that's been annoying me for days. I don't know where it came from. But it's making watching videos very uncomfortable because it's distracting me. Thank you so much for joining me on my couch. Hope you enjoyed it. See you on the next one. Annyeong.